everyone, here we go, time for some movie updates. This is Showbiz Theater and we have our film expert Jason in the studio.
Hello Adrian, it's great to be here. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, good to see you again. How are you, sir?
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. It's always an absolute pleasure being here. And yeah, I love being here. It always brings a smile to my face.
All right, well, very good. We'll be talking about movies as usual, of course.
Of course.
Now tell us about today's movie.
Okay, we're going to be talking about a thriller. Now last year we had a number of thrillers that did very well. Chief among them, I guess, was Cold Eyes. But this movie has a bit of a social element to it, which I'm very looking forward to talking about today.
All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump into it.
Yes, without further ado, today we're talking about Tabloid Truth starring Kang-woo and Jin-young. Woo is a passionate manager who doesn't have anything, but has an eye for recognizing people and has strong tenacity. He does everything for the success of his actress, who had trusted him and been with him for a long time. However, a huge scandal is created because of the advertisement or info sheet from the Korean stock market. Woo-gon's actress is caught in this rumor and dies. Advertisement or info sheets are often baseless, but Woo loses everything because of one line and goes out to search for the person who distributed them in the first place.
So Jason, let's talk about this movie, Tabloid Truth. I actually heard people mentioning another title as well, Advertisement, Dangerous Rumors.
Yeah, there are two titles out there. That does often happen because they have to translate in English and sometimes they come up with a couple of different titles. So just be warned that there's this Tabloid Truth and Advertisement, Dangerous Rumors.
Yeah.
But we're going to go with Tabloid Truth because I think it's a better title out of the two.
Let's go with
That's
that.
my opinion anyway.
Tabloid Truth. So this movie revolves around these info sheets. What are they exactly?
Well, these info sheets are kind of circulate in the stock market and they have rumors, but it's not just rumors though, there's sometimes actual stories or developments that do happen that make an impact on the stock market.
Yeah.
But so often there are many rumors, sadly, that are baseless and can destroy lives, as seen in this movie with this actress.
Now this is not fiction, of course. These info sheets really do exist in real life as well. We don't really know how they're made, however.
Yeah, they always come from these anonymous sources. It's all very ambiguous. It's very difficult to work out where these sources, where this information comes from. Now, what the film looks at is that it's not just the rumors itself that are a problem, but the links that are embedded in society. So you have this entertainment industry, you've got politics and corruption and the rest of it. So it does take a look at this issue. It is very a topical issue at the moment here in Korea.
And you know, Jason, some celebrities are really deeply affected by these rumors sometimes. False or true, it really has a great impact on their life.
Yes, and we've seen actresses take their own lives, not necessarily based on rumors, but nonetheless, it is an issue, it is a pressure that some celebrities have to deal with, and it's difficult to shake them off once these rumors start circulating.
Now, I also heard that the director of this movie actually went into the making process of these leaflets or info sheets.
Yeah, it's one of these things that's not the easiest to understand or follow because, like I said, it's a bit ambiguous, but he got a first-hand account of, I guess, the mechanics behind what goes on, and he put it into this movie. And so it's an interesting movie that explores this issue whilst also being a thriller. So there's a lot of suspense and a lot of aspects of the movie that keep you entertained.
A very original theme.
Exactly.
Now, Jason, in this movie, Tabloid Truth, we actually have several actors, big names as well. Who do you want to talk about first?
Let's start with, I guess he's the biggest role in the film, or the lead role is Kang-woo, who's been in quite a few films of late. He was in The Taste of Money, directed by Sang-soo, that went to the Cannes Film Festival.
You actually saw him on the filming set of that movie.
I did, I met him. He's a very nice guy. He's very, very polite. Very, very gentlemanly.
What did you ask him?
I didn't really. I just said hello, and he was very courteous.
Okay.
Very, very courteous and gentle.
Kim Jung.
Yeah, very nice guy, and that was back a couple of years ago on set of The Taste of Money.
Yeah.
Or Donomat in Korea, and he's also in Marriage Blue more recently as well. And I think he's one of these actors that's kind of rising up the ranks, and he's making a name for himself, and he's a talented guy.
Tell us about his acting transformation for this movie.
Well, this is quite an interesting role for him. He plays this manager of this actress, and he's very tenacious, very determined to find the source of the rumour that was circulated through these info sheets or leaflets.
So he's trying to protect basically this celebrity, right?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, the celebrity is she dies, and so he's trying to find. He's looking for, I guess, revenge or justice.
Okay.
He's determined, he's tenacious, and he brings that aspects of his character out very well.
Okay, so he plays the lead. I know we have other actors also playing important roles here in this movie. We have Go Chang-seok, for instance.
Yeah, Go Chang-seok, who is, I guess, a bit of a legend. He plays often supporting roles in many films. He was in The Grand Heist, he was in Quick, he was also in Secretly Greatly as well. I think he had a piercing done at top of his left eye, I think. And
something about his nails too.
Had his nails done, and he really wanted to get into the role. He plays this kind of expert in wiretapping, and I believe he went to Hongdae, which is a very trendy part of Seoul.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he plays an interesting role as always, and he always brings his colour and humour and something interesting about his whole persona, I think.
Okay, so we'll have to look forward to his role.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Jason, we have more actors, of course, in this movie, so let's continue on and talk about the other characters here.
Yeah, another legend, Jin-young, he's basically a jack of all trades.
He's been everywhere, comedies, action, dramas.
Yeah, he was in Wildcard, which is a great kind of police detective movie, and he was also in a drama, Brain, which is one of my favourite dramas, Adrian. I don't often watch many dramas because sadly I don't have the time.
That's what I was going to say.
Brain, I love that drama. It's a great hospital drama, and Jin-young plays this neurosurgeon. It's kind of a little bit eccentric neurosurgeon, and it's a really interesting and always desirable character. And there's always a charm about his roles that I like.
What about this time? I mean, what kind of role does he play in this movie?
Well, he plays a CEO, and he was a kind of a famous reporter looking at corruption in the conglomerates, and he gets kind of caught in this. I wouldn't say scandal, but he gets caught in this chase for this source of information.
Yeah.
And yeah, he always brings his charisma, should I say.
Okay. All right, so we'll have to look forward to his intense charisma in this movie.
Exactly.
Now we have another character we have to mention here, played by Park Sung-woon.
Yeah, Park Sung-woon. He was in New World, I think is his most iconic film, and here he plays this rather, I guess, undesirable troubleshooter who doesn't want the truth to be revealed.
So he's the villain, kind of, in this movie.
Yeah, and certainly the more undesirable character, I would say. And I have to say, his face, I find it a little bit intimidating. Yeah, I don't like it. Well, I mean, he's a handsome face, of course, but when he's playing these kind of roles,
well, you need those kind of faces in movies,
exactly,
right?
So he's well cast.
And he goes head-to-head with the lead actor, right?
Yeah, Kang-woo.
Okay.
They go head-to-head in the movie, so that's one of the interesting characteristics between the characters.
Some intense scenes, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Now, Jason, before we close down, let's briefly mention the director. What's his name?
Kim Kwan-sik. His previous movie, My Dear Desperado, was a very well received film.
Yeah.
It's a kind of, I guess, a gangster movie, but there are kind of, again, issues that it tackles in society. It looks at this girl trying to get a job, and there's also a great performance by Park Chung-eun and also Jung Yoo-mi.
Okay.
And it did okay as well. I mean, it wasn't a big film, but word of mouth for that film was pretty strong.
Okay.
And he is certainly a talented director, and as soon as I saw that he'd made that film on the list of credits on the internet, I was quick to try and check this film out.
Looking and anticipating this new movie as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we'll look forward also to the actors. We mentioned many of them. I think a veteran actor, we didn't mention his name, An Sung-gi, he's also in this movie, right?
Yeah, An Sung-gi, an absolute legend. I mean, he's been in the industry probably longer than anyone. One of his first films as a little boy was The Housemaid, or Hanya, back in 1960.
Wow.
So
he's a legend.
He's a legend. He's been in films ever since, and such as Sector 7 and The Pacemaker as well. And so yeah, he's been in lots of films, including this one.
So we have lots to look forward to, I guess, for this movie called Tabloid Truth.
Lots to look forward to. Some interesting set pieces combined with a look at something that's fairly topical in society as we speak.
And maybe we'll find the truth.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you very much.
All right, everyone, we talked about this movie called Tabloid Truth. If you want to check out some more details, you can always leave us your comments on Facebook, Showbiz Korea. Check out Showbiz Theater. And Jason, we'll see you next time again. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.